Hello, and welcome to another episode of Jam
Jam
Buds.
Buds!
Today we have Blazing Dragon and
I hate saying my name. Madam Red. We're going to get used to it though. Episode is about the things that I like. Some of the
it
things
is.
that I like to do. I am a weirdo.
We all are,
So,
and we need to embrace it a little bit more. We need to embrace the weird. We need to not be afraid to like weird things and be weird things. Just don't hurt nobody
right.
or
And don't make
yourself.
a PDF file.
Right. Yeah, no, that's not weird. That's disgusting.
That's vile. That's repulsive.
that's like like rebuke. Like I like being weird. I don't want to be in the same thing. Like
I
they're
don't even
disgusting.
think like rebuke more than smite, you know? Fucking smite. Not even rebuke, just fucking smite.
Oh my god, it's the true kind of love from Steven Universe.
Oh my god, how amazing. While we're playing a Jam Buds episode.
Steven Universe. And we're talking to our Bud-ettes.
All right,
Yeah,
so
all
ask
right.
me some
So
motherfucking questions, bitch.
we are gonna get right into this today.
Wait,
We
am
are
I allowed
definitely
to
gonna learn
curse?
about some things that Madam Red is into that I'm into like some of the similar genre, but not specifically these things. And I want to learn about them. So we're gonna learn about them. So first, I know you said that you love James Patterson.
I do. I do love me some James Patterson. I have too many of his books. I have a lot of books, almost 200 of them.
I was just saying, I mean, according to my mother, he'd be shitting them out.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about that for a hot ass second. Okay, so James Patterson doesn't shit them out by himself.
No, I
It's
was
like
just saying,
James
he has
Patterson and
collab.
another author.
Yes.
Right. So he always has a co-author with him. But like, all right, so I was on the 15th book of the Women's Murder Club book. I was on the 15th one, and I was proud. We was on 18, and I was like, I'm 3 books away from finally being caught up.
And then he released like 6 more.
Life happened for like maybe 3 months, if that. Somehow we ended up on 21. And I was like, how did that happen? And then your parents bought me 21.
Yes.
And then now we're on 25. And I'm like, I'm still on 17. I can't keep up. I can't. But I love him so much because it's not just James Patterson doesn't just write Women's Murder Club books. And there's 25 books in that series. Then there's the Alex Cross series. Then there's the Witches and Wizards series, which is more like fantasy, which is I didn't read those books, but I have them. So they are on my list to read.
My friend's daughter actually has some of the younger fantasy James Patterson ones. She says they're really good.
He's like all over
everywhere.
the place.
He's in everything. Yeah.
He's in everything. And a lot of the things that he does is accurate. So like when he talks about crimes and when he talks about things, it's accurate. He uses the accurate terminology. He's using the accurate thing that an ME would use, that an actual detective would use, instead of like, you know how like some like books we've read where the author may have been a little
just kind of says what sounds cool, a little amateurish, right?
Right, exactly, a little amateurish. So like they didn't know what to say or the terminology to use. So like James Patterson, he just knows what to say. And then yeah, it's great. I love him.
So out of the James Patterson books that you've read and collected, what would you say is your favorite series that he has?
So my favorite series is Women's Murder Club, but my favorite book by him is not any attached book. It's called Now You See Her. And that book is wild. Like that book I read in one night because it was such a page turner that I couldn't put it down. I was like, oh, this is real serious. Like this is crazy. It's about like a girl who goes to Mexico. She accidentally gets into some trouble in Mexico. She falls in love with a cop, and then like crazy shit happens. I don't want to spoil it just in case anybody wants to read it, but that book is like a page turner. Like you're just like, when I need to get past. I need to keep going. So that's a good
I love when a book can really grip you like that and then like just has you for it. So when did you first like discover James Patterson? Like what was like the first time you saw one of his books and like read him? Did somebody like put you onto it or did you just pick him up on your own?
So one of my old friends, she actually got me into James Patterson when I was living with her. I started picking up books, and then I would go to your house, and I found out your mom loved James Patterson. So I was like mind blown.
See, I
And your
remember
mom
that.
doesn't let
I remember when you came over and you're like, oh, I started reading James Patterson. And I was like, oh, word. Come to my mother's library real quick.
and your mother doesn't let anybody borrow her books. She let me borrow her books.
She
So
barely lets me borrow her books.
I felt so honored and just so like that feeling of love when you're like, I get to borrow this book and I get to read it, and we share the same love for the same author. Like
Yeah,
those,
she's loved James Patterson for years.
he's
It's
just so
so
good.
good. She
I
says all the
hope
time that
no
it's so good. I've
controversial
tried
shit
reading
comes out
his.
about
Maybe if I
him.
tried some of his fantasy ones, I would like them more. Because I don't really like the crime drama ones. Like I don't like those. That's not like my genre that I like. But I always tried reading them because like my mother reads them. You read them. I've tried again even since knowing that you. And I was like, yeah, they're just not. It's just not my genre.
Right. But you got it. Well, if it's not your genre, that's fine. Some of
Because I've
them
tried
have to be
reading other
passed
Miss.
a
She
little
has
bit.
others like other artists too. Because authors too. She's like maybe it's try this author or this. It's just really just like the mystery genre, like the slow burns. Like I just don't like them as much.
What I would say is the books that I would suggest to you is the Fourth Wing series, the Akatar series, and Throne of Glass. I'm starting that, and then Quicksilver. When I tell you these little smut books, but maybe and like
So if you wanted someone to read James Patterson that really wasn't into like the mystery stuff, those are the ones that you would like recommend.
right. If you're more into fantasy books, those are the ones I would recommend. Those are like the new age Twilight, the new age. They're not as deep as 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey is still crazy. Like if you read the actual book, it's still wild. It's not that, but it is very graphic. It's very graphic. And I
Right.
do suggest graphic audios. If you have an Audible subscription and you can get graphic audios, get that shit. Just don't listen to it at work because then you just be bright red.
Unless you have the type of job that allows for it.
I mean, I be listening to it at work, and sometimes I be bright red, but sometimes I just be faking it. I just be like, because depending on what headphones I have in, like I can double tap and it'll stop playing whatever I'm doing. But if I have my Hello Kitty headphones in, they don't do that. So then I'm like, so it just keeps playing, and it'll be like, he licked my clit, and I'm like, what did you say about this deadline? What did you say about?
That's
So
hysterical.
yeah, it'd be getting wild.
So do you think that James Patterson in any way like influenced your love of criminal justice or
I definitely do. I've always wanted to be a homicide detective. That came from my love of CSI and CSI
yeah,
Miami,
that's always
which
been your thing as long as I've known you.
I know that was my senior project. That's always been a thing. But James Patterson, I feel like Lindsay Boxer from the Women's Murder Club series, she is what made me want to pursue it more. Like made me feel like, okay, there. I know she's a fictional character, but
Of
there's a
course. Fictional
representation of a
characters can
woman.
still inspire they were still written by a real person. So
Right.
someone's I mean obviously like something that's like super like fantastic like One Punch Man or some shit is like you don't really be inspired by that. But like a real well written grounded character that represents real values, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by something like that.
Right. Right. So even I had a class. I don't know if you remember this. I had a class that would have us write our perspective and then a perspective of a fictional character and a perspective of a detective in the real world. So my detective in the real world was Joe
Yeah, I
Kendall,
remember that.
and then
Yeah.
my detective in fictional world was Lindsay
Yeah.
Boxer. And I would write my perspective of how I would feel about injustices, about use of force, about things like that, how I would feel, and then how Joe Kenda would feel and how Lindsay Boxer would feel. And I really liked using Joe Kenda because I don't always agree with Joe Kenda. Sometimes he's very black and white.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's not really
Very rigid.
right, very rigid. So sometimes he doesn't see it from an empathetical way, which I think can be good and bad. So like doing things like that, I feel like I don't know, but being able to write from a perspective of how I would feel Lindsay Boxer viewed the world, like it's really like I don't know, James Patterson really helped me. I started reading him in like 2012, something like that,
Mhm.
and it's just been he's been my favorite since.
I know he's got a lot of books.
Too many. Too many.
I see that's where, as far as like, we both love reading, but how we differ, I love that because like I love authors that have like little like complete sets, and you're just like, bro, feed me books.
Feed them to me.
See, like
Feed them
my
to me.
book, if you look at
Because
my collections, they're all like, 3, 4. My longest one that's like 7. I think, and I guess the old Harry Potter series that was also 7. But like my longest one now is the Percy Jackson series. Up there is the whole shelf is all Percy Jackson books, and it's the first series, the sequel series, and now the third ones that they made. And then there's also spin-offs stuck up in between there. As far as like the longest series I've read, is that Left Behind series that my mother has, which is like 12, 13 books. That's like a lot. That's a lot for me from one thing. Like
right.
4 books from me in a series, and I'm like, yeah, all right, that was great. That was a lot. That was fantastic. That was more. I could use a little more in the future, like a spin-off or something. But you'll be like, yeah, give me 25 from this series. I love it. I need it, and I love that. I love that we both
Because
love reading in different, and I love the way we love reading.
there's books that we like in common that
Of
we've
course,
had in common that we've liked, but I feel like James Patterson feeds my ADHD well because he's like my safe space. He's my safe food. He's the food that I can always go to where I
right,
know no matter what, I'm going to like it.
right,
And he's been that way throughout all of the books, all of the genres that I've read from him. He scratches the right parts of my brain. He has very short chapters. Sometimes chapters are a fucking page long, like they're so short. And then a lot of the times he shows different perspectives. So like he won't just show the detective side, he'll show you the killer side. So you're seeing it from the killer's point of
right,
view and you know what's going on and you're seeing the detective figure it out, but you're one step ahead, but you don't know who the killer is. You don't know who he is, but you know his actions and you know what he's doing and you know what the detective is trying to do to catch him. And you're like, it's just like a psychological thing where you're just like, oh my God, well, do I know who this person is? Because it sounds like it's this person because the way he's talking and the way he's describing it, it sounds like it's this person. But then is it this person? And holy shit, this came out of nowhere. And it becomes like a psychological thing where you're actively figuring shit out. It's and you know how I like fucking figuring shit out, like puzzle pieces, putting things
yeah,
together. And
yep,
it makes my brain, and it's like that with all of the books that he's written. Like if it's a fantasy books, he's doing different perspectives, and you're like seeing it from this person and this person, and you're just like, I love it. I want to see it from everyone. I don't want to just deal with the main character sometimes. Sometimes I don't even like the main character. So to see it from different perspectives and have a different voice, it's just like
And
that's
you bring
rich.
that up like that. That's actually one of the reasons why I really love the Inheritance series, because you get perspective from like at least 4 different characters. Like, and it'll jump for like, and you'll be with them for like a decent amount of time, and they're like doing a whole bunch of different shit, and then it comes back to another one, and you're like, oh hey, welcome back. Like I missed you a little bit. Like, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
like I love, like what you said. I love getting other perspectives because I love world building. Build that
Right.
world. Give me something that feels like I could exist there, and then let me fantasize about existing there. Maybe not in like a place where murders are like happening, or even like there's endless wars. But I mean, like, give me like make it feel like I could be walking next to these people, seeing the story happening in my head.
In my mind, it's like I'm the detective because that's what I want to do. So in my
Right.
mind, it's like I'm getting prepared to. I'm trying to solve this before the book ends. I'm trying to know who this person is before I finish this book. If I don't know who the person is, I feel like I'm not doing good enough. What did I miss in inside the pages in between the lines that didn't lead me here? And I love that shit. I just feel like it's so great and it makes me use my brain. It makes it like reading isn't just reading for me. Like reading is like you said, like reading, I make it a movie in my head. It's like a
Yeah.
whole thing for me. It's a whole sometimes if I'm reading a book and it's snowing or it's rainy, I'll feel a little bit cold. And I'm like, bitch, why are you cold? It's fucking Florida. You're like, it's 80 degrees outside. But it's of course my air conditioner is on. But I'd be like, oh, I'm a little chilly. Or like
'Cause you're
I'd
in
be
there.
really
Your
getting
brain, that
in,
brain is
right?
powerful. The brain's imagination is powerful for shit like that.
Bitch, when I be walking around listening to my graphic audio, so they're like set in like a really beautiful fairy fucking place. So where I walk, that shit is beautiful. Like Spanish moss is everywhere. So it makes everything look like a weeping willow. It makes everything just look the most ordinary tree just looks so fucking whimsical. So when I walk through that and I'm listening to this fucking graphic audio and it's just like I'm just like I could just imagine this being Prithian and just I can imagine this being so marvelously beautiful.
So next we're gonna talk about your comfort show.
Oh, Gilmore Girls.
Give us a little background on that before I go into my questions for you.
Okay, so Gilmore Girls is my most bestest show ever. Oh, I love that show so much. One, because Lorelai is hot as fuck, bro.
You
She
always
is
say
hot as
that as the answer, so I knew that was gonna be it.
bro. Like I literally like I'm
Tell
okay.
listen, tell the Bud-ettes about your favorite show.
Okay, because sometimes like I'm a little tongue tied talking about little Miss Lorelai Gilmore Girls, okay? But I think it's because, Mom, if you're listening, bitch. Oh, you didn't see it. I wish you did. When you play this back, watch that part. But mother, if you see this, listen closely. So she has a relationship with her daughter that I will never have with my mother. So I think watching so like one day it just came on. I guess Gilmore Girls just popped on. And I don't even know how, but it was just like the next thing that was on Netflix that just popped on. And I was like, the fuck is this? And then Lorelai came on. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? But
So,
I
so
saw
besides the feeling like family, you were definitely drawn to it because of Lorelai being a hot ass bitch.
you got them right. That was the first episode because I was like, who the fuck is this? So so then once I saw their relationship and how it just grew and how in the later episodes they get into a tiff and they don't even talk to each other and it just shows like a real relationship. I don't know. And she was like a teen mom, and it wasn't glorified that she was a teen mom, but she was a teen mom and she grew up with her daughter and she raised her daughter to be smart. And I feel like I really liked Rory a lot because I am very school oriented and like I love books and I love learning. I can show you all the fucking books I've stolen, not stolen, it's free, but taken
I
from
know
my
it's so funny
library.
that they literally take for free and use them, and you're like, I stole all these books that were free.
But I've taken so many books because I just want to learn. I love knowledge. I love learning. I find it so fascinating to learn. And I feel like Rory was exactly like that. She just wanted to learn. And I don't know. I saw myself.
From the few episodes I've seen from when you're over and you have it on, they do have a lot of episodes that are centered in like school setting.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's funny, like the stupid ass things that they say a lot of references, like on this the day. They say there's, or huzzah, or like some of the things that I say, they have a lot of catchphrases and it's I don't know, it's a comfort show. It's really fun. It's great.
How many times would you say that you've watched it all the way through?
Counting the time that I'm now still watching it through because literally I'm on season 6. Um oh god. Since I was with Sean in 2013 till 2017. It is 2026. So in 10 years and this is bitch I was watching it in Puerto Rico. I'd say at least 70,000 times. No, but so many times I can't even count it. Like literally, I could tell you what the fucking opening scene is. Like what?
Honestly, that was literally me with Futurama. In the first 3 seconds the episode comes on, I'm like, oh, this is the plot. Oh, this is the plot. Oh, this is the. Sometimes it didn't even get that far. I'd see the beginning, opening title, the title thing, and I'd be like, oh,
this
it's
is
this.
that. Literally.
And then 3 seconds, and I'm like, oh yeah, this episode where it goes, blah, 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 and then the episode happened. I'm like, yeah.
It's such a great show.
And if you're anything like me with that, I'm sure there have been times where you've hit the last episode and then went right back to the first one and just started it again as an endless loop anyway.
That's literally what I do. It never leaves my watch. It doesn't leave my continue watching.
Right.
It's never like watch again because you watched Gilmore Girls. It's like, bitch, continue watching.
Put it
continue.
on. Continue.
So if you're in Puerto Rico and this is what you're putting, just continue. Because it makes me feel like I'm at home. No matter if I'm stressing the fuck out or not, I know that it's going to ground me and make me laugh.
Right. And any emotional things that are going to happen, you know when they're coming, so you can prepare for it. And you don't have to like have it hit you like randomly and be like, oh my God, I'm all of a sudden feeling emotions I wasn't expecting to feel in a comedy, like type shit. So anyway, so who would you say is your absolute favorite character on Gilmore Girls?
As we can already tell, it's Miss Lorelai Gilmore. I think she's my favorite. She's definitely my favorite. And then my second favorite would have to be Babette, who is their crazy ass next door neighbor. She just be saying wild shit. And then Kirk, James Gunn, his brother, because he also just be doing the most wildest shit.
Yes.
Just running around naked, screaming, sleeping in a fucking truck.
That's the thing. Why are these your favorite characters? Yes, you did.
Yeah. Yes. My least favorite character, surprisingly, is Rory and Dean. Okay, so I love what Rory is about until season 4. And then I hate everything that Rory is about. And then
loathe entirely.
Hate. Yes. So yeah, she becomes my least favorite character. And then Dean, who is Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. He plays Sam, which is funny because his brother's name is Dean.
I think that's every time you say that, that's like what I think of until I remember the show you're talking about.
So Dean was very fucking toxic. He'd be like, hey, do you want to hang out? And she'd be like, no, I have the house to myself for once. And my mom is out and I'm going to order stinky ass Indian food and I'm going to eat it. And it's going to be great. And nobody's going to judge me and fuck you. And he ends up showing up anyway. And he's like, I don't respect your boundaries. And I'm like, why do you do that? I know you're a teenager, but like, I never thought that shit was cute. Which is crazy because I have a hard time setting my own boundaries, but I have an easy time seeing that other people's boundaries get crossed. I'm an observer. I'm a learner.
Now you just need to be an applier.
Yeah.
Circumstances. But like she specifically was like, no, I want to do this. And yeah. So that was like, I've seen a few moments in the show where you pointed it out to me. Where they're like, see, this is the type of shit I don't like. And then they're doing it, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, no, I can understand why you don't like that.
Right.
I'm glad you don't like that. Yeah.
Right.
So.
It's upsetting. Not upsetting. I don't give a fuck about them like that. But like I
get what you mean though.
Just so we know that this episode, I am ridiculous. I anything where I need to talk predominantly, just know that I'm gonna be ridiculous. Okay.
You know it. Okay. We love it. We love our Madam Red, don't we, Bud-ettes?
And if you don't,
you're not a Bud-ette.
If I could give a fuck less about Gilmore Girls and them is my favorite, I can give a fuck less about you because you're not my favorite. God bless.
Right.
Amen.
If you don't like, you can keep it moving. And if you do like,
Right.
you're a Bud-ette and you're part of
And
the
if
Jam
you don't
Buds.
like and you've gotten this far for me to tell you, that's weird.
And thank you for
Keep
the
watching.
engagement. You actually a fan. You're a fan.
I don't need fans.
So, who is your favorite like ship and pairing from the show? It doesn't even have to be someone that like is like. Who's like your favorite that you would want to be paired up if they aren't already? Like, what's your favorite like pairing from the show, or it can even be an existing pairing?
I guess the Luke and Lorelai bullshit, but like they waste 4 fucking seasons going back and fucking forth. That by the time they get together, you're just like, okay, okay. So like, I do love the lore, and then they end up. The show has been off the air since 2007. So if anybody gets upset for me saying anything, it's been off the air for fucking 20 years. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, oh my god, it almost fucking has been. I was literally doing the math real quick because I was like, yeah, 2017, and then I'm like 2027
Yeah.
is next year.
19 years.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's crazy.
Crazy that it's been off the air. It started in 2001, so it's been over 20 years since it started.
Right.
25 years.
That's crazy.
So anyway, Luke and Lorelai, and then who else do I like? I like Kirk and Lulu. Kirk has a girlfriend named Lulu, and she's real nice. She's real nice to him. He don't deserve her, but he's a little crazy pants. But she stays
the
with him.
episode where he went running around naked with you.
That's the episode where Luke and Lorelai get together. They end up kissing.
Yes.
That's the episode where she opens her inn, so she invites all of her fucking family to come to the inn, and then Kirk is there, and then Kirk is like begging Luke. He's like, please, I'm gonna be sleeping with my girlfriend, and I have nightmares, and I have night terrors, and I fucking run naked in my sleep. So if you see me, just please capture me. And then they kiss, and then Kirk just breaks the kiss by running ass naked past them.
That's hysterical.
I love it. Love it.
Lulu isn't what's her name, right?
Who?
Not what the hell's her name? That actress. Fuck. The best friend? Not the best friend, right?
Paris?
Lorelai's best friend. The one she doesn't she the baker chef?
Suki.
Oh, that's right,
Suki.
Yeah.
I was like, Lorelai got a best friend? Yeah, she does.
You would know. The actress who plays her. There you go.
Sorry, Suki. Oh my god, you were there all season. So since the beginning.
Literally episode.
Sorry, Suki.
That's actually hysterical.
Suki St. James.
So when you watch the show, like you said, it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel like, so that's definitely, you would definitely say that that's like your absolute comfort show. Like anytime things are going crazy, that's what you're gonna go for.
Right. Yeah, because there's nothing scary in it, so I can put it on to sleep. I'm not gonna be crying because there's really nothing to cry about. I'm mostly gonna be laughing and it's just a comfort. It's just great.
So, what would you say is your favorite episode from the show? If you have one that you like watching, like that, like every time you get to that episode, or you know that it's coming, you're like, "Ooh, this episode's coming." Like,
I have to say, the dance marathon, but that's the episode that Rory gets dumped. That's kind of fucked up. But so she's pining for Jess. I don't know if you know who Milo Vigliamalum. He's this fine ass Italian man. Milo, his house burnt down and
because you sent me the picture. You were like, "Oh my god, this is from blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh my god."
Fine. Okay, so his name is Jess. He's in the show. And she's been pining for him, but she's been dating Dean's bitch ass. And you know how I feel about fucking Dean. So I was just like, so they was at the dance and she was dancing with her mom for this 24-hour dance marathon. And then Jess is in the crowd with his girlfriend, but he's watching Rory. He's
Of
like,
course.
I can't take my eyes off you, bitch. And then Rory's like, I can't take my eyes off you. And then
Oh
Dean's
yeah, he's
like,
the one that left. Like he like broke up with her and left to go somewhere.
so what happened was so then Dean is copping him, checking each other out, and he's like, "Oh, word." So then Lorelai breaks her heel, and she's like, "Yo, I need to step off the stage or off the dance floor. I need Luke to go fix my heel. I have a yellow card. Dean, come stand here and fucking hold Rory up." So she leaves. Dean comes and stands, and they're dancing. And then Rory is still staring at Jess, and Jess is still staring at Rory. And Dean's like, "Bitch, I'm holding you up, and you staring at another man in front of my face?" And that's the only time I really agree with Dean because, all right, Dean, valid. But he was like, "Word." So then he was like, Rory was also shit talking to Jess. She was like, "Jess, stop fucking looking at me. You don't want to look at me. Stop looking at me, bitch." And Jess is like, "I'm finna look at you if I want to. I got my own two eyes. Fuck you, bitch." That's not how this went at all. But Gilmore Girls, it did. So then afterwards, Dean's like, "Oh, word, I'm gonna break up." And then Jess is like, "Oh shit, he just dumped you in front of the entire fucking auditorium of people who are dancing, and they all saw that. That's real fucked up. I'm going to actually leave right now and break up with my girlfriend, and then I'm gonna return and meet you on the dock.
I'm
And then
crying.
now we're gonna be dating because now I like you."
That's hysterical.
So like that's my favorite episode because so much happens.
That
And
is
then
wild. That is a wild plot line.
and it's all happening. She's dancing because Lorelai can't get over herself and she just wants to win this fucking huge ass trophy for no reason. And she keeps losing to Kirk. So Lorelai is like, "I'm going to dance for 24 hours and you're not going to ruin it." And then Rory gets dumped and then Lorelai loses the trophy because Rory's like, "I'm going to walk off the stage. I don't give a fuck about no yellow card. Bye."
Right.
And yeah,
That's hysterical.
sorry, I told the whole episode. Spoiler.
I asked you what your favorite episode was, but it was going to end up being followed up by why.
That is why.
Are there any storylines that go throughout the whole show, or is it like serialized, where it's like each episode is kind of like just a day in the life?
Kind of like it follows loosely like it'll be like, "Oh, Dean said I loved you and we broke up, so I'm still broken up with Dean, but other things are happening now." So like it'll still like, "Oh, last episode this happened," and then it'll do it in the recap like, "Oh, this happened," and then they'll talk about it a little bit, but yeah,
But the
pretty much
episode,
move
like,
on.
you could just kind of watch any episode and just be
Right.
like, oh, let me see what the show's about, like type shit.
Well, if you've never watched it before, I wouldn't suggest that because then you might be a little confused,
Well,
especially
obviously, yeah. I just feel like
with
if
the
you like saw it
relationship.
on, like if you had seen it on TV and it was like
Right. If
something
you just
on.
caught it, right, then that would be fine. You might be a little confused, like in the beginning, why Lorelai hates her parents so much. But then during the episodes, you see exactly why Lorelai hates her parents so much. And that's kind of like if I ever became a mother, which I probably won't, but if I ever became a mother, that's the type of mother that I wanted to become because she didn't let her shitty relationship with her mom affect her relationship with her child and how she raised her child and how she built that relationship with her child. And I really appreciate that. So, yeah.
All right. So are we ready for the pièce de résistance of things that you like to talk about? I'm ready to hear about
Stray Kids Unida.
and how you became a stay. So give me a little intro so we can lead into some questions, and then I'll just let you talk about them because I know you can talk about them. If you
Okay.
also have things that I know you have things like collection things too, if you want to show them off.
Oh my god. So so
Oh, of course.
Stray Kids. Yo, am I really a child right now because Stray Kids makes me so happy that I can't even talk about them. Okay, anyway. So
They literally make you stim. That's how excited you get. I love it, but I
literally
love that for you because like you've said a few times, like you touched upon before, which obviously we'll be touching upon in a few episodes with when we talk about trauma. You didn't really get to enjoy things as a child. So something that brings you as much joy, that makes you feel like a child, that's literally like unbridled happiness and joy. I love that you have that.
Yeah, Stray Kids.
All right, so yeah, so tell us a little bit about how, like you, yeah,
So Stray
how did you come across them? Like, what happened?
So what happened was I was on TikTok and I was minding my goddamn business and I was just scrolling and I saw them doing this song called God's Menu and they were dancing and this guy Hyunjin, hold on. Let me just show you what he looks like so that you can understand. You feel me, dog? So they look a little homosexual and I'm pretty sure they are homosexual. But that doesn't matter, okay? Because I like my man a little Twinkie. But this
It's
is
like
him.
Cole says, do you like femboys?
Um, apparently I do. But then I saw this motherfucker, Bang Chan, and when I saw those two enter the camera screen, I had a heart attack and was like, "Who are these glorious Asian men?" And you know, like, I mean, he looks a little feminine here. I don't like that. But this is Lino. This is Bang Chan. This is Lino. This is Changbin. This is Hanjin. This is Is Felix older or younger than Han? This is Han. Oh, I know my shit. This is Han. This is Felix. Yes, I know my shit. This is Youngmin. Yes, I know my shit. And then this is the Maknae, Yena, Ian. So they put it in order from oldest to youngest. So there's 8 of them. There's 8 of these fine ass bitches, and don't you dare stare at me like that. When you buy an album from them, they be having like so many things in the albums. Just so many things. And it's worth it. Buy the album. Do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They really make me stim, and I don't know why. I'm 33, and these little Asian fucks get me hype. Okay.
As it should.
Like, look at these fine ass bitches. Oh my god.
No, I love it. I love how excited you get. I love the way you open the poster. You were just like, look at that.
That's Hanjina. So this is the one who brought me in. Do you feel me, dog? Like, that is beauty in a man. That is a feminine looking man, but also beauty. And he has like a duality where like he looks like an evil vampire sometimes, like this, and then he looks like a beautiful fairy queen other times. I'm like, just look at all of them. Also, this one's a fairy princess too. His name's Felix. But like, look at them. They're so beautiful. This one's my favorite though. I love them all. I'm OT8. There's a thing called OT8, which means that you love them all. And then you have biases because you're a fucking loser like me.
A fan, you're a stay.
So I don't like K-pop. Let's put that there. Not that I don't like K-pop. I don't listen to K-pop. I don't listen to BTS. I don't listen to ATEEZ. I don't listen to EXO. I don't listen to any of the other K-pop people. Le Seraphim. I don't listen to anyone. Not even Blackpink. I don't listen to anyone but Stray Kids. And I know that sounds so cliche. I just like their music. Like, yes, I need subtitles, but their music be fire as shit. Like, the beats be fire as fuck. Okay? Just so you know. Okay. Sorry, I stimmed the fuck out. I was just like, let me show you everything.
Yeah. This episode's about you. That's what you're supposed to do.
I know, but I got way too excited. It was
There's
like,
no such thing. No such thing as way too excited. Don't ever let anybody video. At least actually just had a video about that. That she was very excited. Someone was like, "You're doing too much," and she was almost embarrassed. until she remembered that she should actually feel embarrassed for that person to think that it was okay to dim someone else's excitement. So you stay excited.
I
Girly
am
pop.
excited. I do love me some Stray Kids, Anita. Just like look at this, and you tell me that this is not a man. This is a man.
So I would say, like, would you listen to them like when you're upset to get happy, and then also when you're happy to stay, like to enjoy it? Like,
So
do you listen to them for comfort at all?
for a year, and a half, I did not listen to anything else but Stray Kids. Like nothing else was on my radio but Stray Kids. Because they have such a huge catalog, they come out like how James Patterson comes out with fucking books, they come out with music. Since these two different albums, they've had 4 other albums that I don't have. And I've only known them for 2 years, and in that 2 years they've released 6 albums.
Wow.
So they've released Japanese albums. They speak different languages. Like they be busting their fucking asses. Like they be busting their asses. So since like I don't know, maybe that's what I like is just never running out of my favorite thing. Like James Patterson, I will never run out of him. I will never read all of his books. I will have all of his books to continue to read for the rest of my life. And that gives me so much comfort. Stray Kids, I have so much content that I can watch. Do you have to breathe or live in? Like I'm talking about my Stray Kids, Anita, and you're coming in with the goddamn zoomies, just fucking everything up. Like please keep this in.
I am absolutely keeping this in. I'm making a short out of this. Are you kidding me? This is going to be it. This is our break.
Oh my god, because why?
Woo. The way you turned around and just you have to breathe.
Because like I hear her just fly past me. She just fucking zooms past me, and then look at her, You're probably gonna see her. She's batshit crazy
You must make an appearance in every episode.
in every single episode. Oh my god.
You discovered Stray Kids through TikTok. You listen to them
Here she
because
comes.
there's just an entire discography that you'll never
Ever.
basically really get to listen to in full without really extensively sitting and just listening to it for years on end. And they make enough that like you almost can't because they shit out so many songs that like you can't even catch up on the old ones because you got all these new ones to listen to.
And it's not
So
even like it's just the songs for them. So Stray Kids also does like stupid shit. Like they have videos where they do something called Skiz Code, and it's basically like a variety show of themselves. So basically, it's like they're strapped with cameras and then they're told to do stupid shit. They're like told to do different obstacles. They got to play Nerf guns with each other. They got to swim. They got to answer questions. And they're just so goddamn chaotic that you can't help but die laughing. And then they're gay as fuck. So they be doing gay shit all the time, just gay shit all the time. And you're just like, but they're like apparently not gay. God bless. But but they just be doing wild shit. And I used to do something called it wasn't called nothing. It was just I used to do something every night before bed. I would watch an hour of Stray Kids, and that was my little time to get in bed and go to sleep. And I would never have nightmares. And then I stopped doing that, and I've been having nightmares. Maybe I need to go back.
yeah, maybe you could.
I just don't have time now. Like before I had time. Now
Make
I
it.
feel like I don't have time.
Make it.
There's just so much Stray Kids content, bro. There's so much.
And enjoy it. All of it.
I do. Yo, I be cheesing. I be like, like when you get those giggles that you just be like giggling and like you're just like giggling, like that's the dumb shit that I be doing and I hate it. Okay. I fucking despise it.
I love it for you. Embrace it. Accept it. Allow yourself to have that happiness.
I do. It's just I don't want anybody else to see me that way because it's just like, please don't judge me.
And fuck them if they do. It actually says more about them for judging your happiness. Because
Right.
that just shows how miserable they are, that they're trying to tear you down to them while you're shining so brightly. So keep on shining and be happy. Yeah, I said it. Oh, the Great Fairy from Legend of Zelda. Anyway, so what is your favorite song by Stray Kids? If you even have one, you can name it. You can even do a full favorite album if you need to.
My favorite song from Stray Kids has to be God's Menu because it brought me into Stray Kids.
I can understand that.
The song that brought me
The
in, and
sentimental
it's
value
fucking
for that.
fire. But I think my most favorite song is between Maniac, Venom, and S-Class. Those songs are all a bop like a motherfucker. Those songs are all really good, and I really, I'm after this. You gotta look them up. So it's like I probably played a bunch of them. I probably
Well, you
played.
did. No, it was one of the drives that you played a bunch, and then you were like, "Okay, we can listen to something else for a little bit now." And then I think we swapped over to Queen Herbie
You're
a little
lucky I
bit.
even gave you that,
Girl.
because
So tell me about the members. Like, do they do like each of them like what does each one do? Like, do they all just sing together? Or do each ones have like a different role in the band?
they have all a different role. So let me give a visual. Bangchan. So Bangchan, he's the leader. So he's in charge. So Stray Kids, the reason I like them so much is because they're a self-produced group. So they make their songs, they produce their songs, and they create the music. So they do everything themselves. And there's 3 of them. So it's Bangchan. Hold on. Bangchan. Hold on. Han. This one. Where the fuck is Chungbin? And this one. These 3, they're called 3 Racha. And these 3 are who produce and direct and create and compose all of the songs. And they be making some wild ass songs. Like Red Lights is a wild ass song. And so that's 3 Racha. He's the singer. He's the leader and the singer. He's a main rapper. His name's Chungbin. And he's the other main rapper. But he's considered the ace of K-pop for 4th gen because he raps, sings, produces, and dances. Like he's an all-arounder.
Pretty cool.
And then Felix's beautiful, majestical bitch ass. He is he has a deep ass voice. So any of the songs that I've played for you where you heard a deep ass voice, that's Felix, which is funny because he looks like this. He looks like a fairy princess. So when you hear his demon voice, you're like,
yeah, I always say they look like Final Fantasy characters.
This is Seungmin. He is the main singer. But he's the fucking menace, bro. He's a goddamn menace. So when I first started liking Stray Kids, I started watching like old shit from back then. So in the beginning, he was like really quiet and reserved. So I didn't really like him. I was like, I think my 2 least favorite characters were him and Lino. I was like, I don't really fuck with them like that. And then all of a sudden, they were 2 of the top menace motherfuckers, like pranking, fucking beating up the other members, doing stupid shit, just being absolutely insane. And they literally became 2 of my favorite. They are both singers. Both of these bitches are singers. Hyunjin, the one that I showed you, he be like doing different shit with his hair. This was a moment for him.
But
Hyunjin,
a moment.
Right.
We're not going to focus on that too much.
Right. We're gonna go back to Hyunjin. So Hyunjin, he is the dancer. He's the main dancer, and that's literally he's what brought me into Stray Kids because he was dancing his little ass off so fucking good. I was like, oh my god. So that's Hunjin. He's the dancer. And then there is, I showed you Sungmin. And then Ayan, he's another singer. He's the baby. And that's it. So they rap, they sing, they dance, and it's marvelous. And like, I don't even, I have to use the subtitles because clearly I don't know what the fuck they're saying. But like, that should be hard as fuck sometimes. I'd be like, yes, bitch. That shit. I wish I knew how to say it so I could say that. And there's no cursing, obviously, or anything like that, because it's geared towards fucking teenagers. But I don't know. There should be going hard sometimes. Sometimes they be making songs where people make fun of them, and they're like, "You think that shit is funny? Like, you think it's funny? What's funny? I'll make you laugh." And I'm like, "Yes, yes,
I'll make you
tell them."
laugh.
And
Well,
they're
yeah, you
like, "Do you
did.
think this is funny? Do you think these things are funny? Laugh at those things." Yeah, so I like them.
All right, so another coup de grace main experience that you'd like to talk about. Have you ever seen them live?
Have I seen them live?
And then tell me about your experience.
So that was the most magical, bestest experience of my life. So I went by myself because nobody I know likes Stray Kids. Nobody I know likes K-pop. So I went by myself and I was terrified. I was like, what's going to happen? I'm not going to know anybody. I'm 33. I'm old. What am I going to do here? Like, how am I going to meet people and feel welcome? Well, let
Wait,
me
pause
fucking
for a
tell you.
second. We Are the Crystal Gems just started playing as you started talking about this. For show. I think it's so perfect.
We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. So when I went to the concert, I made 100 of these little motherfucking baggies. So I gave them a little fucking photo card of the little motherfuckers. I handmade little keychains.
I remember when you were making all of them.
And then a bunch of stickers. I have never in my life done this for strangers. And I made 80 of them. I made 10 of all 8 of them. I think no, I made 90 of them because I had an OT8 bag just in case. And I made 90 fucking bags because I was like, I'm just going to go. I'm going to try to give them out. I don't even know. You know how I am with social anxiety. So, like, I have big dreams,
That was an
but
amazing
sometimes
thing to do, though.
I have big dreams about talking to people, but sometimes I don't always follow through. So, this was a time where I literally just mustered up all the courage. And let me tell you, I got so many freebies back. People were just trading with me. People were like, your outfit is so cute. You're adorable. Like, we made the best of it in the line. We were just having the best time just in the line. And then as soon as I got in the thing, a girl sat next to me and she was like, are you alone? And I was like, yeah, I'm by myself. And she became my concert bestie. Like, we were singing to each other. We was screaming. We was jumping down. We was crying. It was like I found my concert bestie, and it was just a random person. And I had an extra thing, and I was like, do you want a little freebie? And she gave me free stuff, and it was just great. Like, it was great. We had a little lights and we was fucking flipping out and we was just having the best time. And that was the only concert I've been to. I've been to a bunch of concerts. I've been to Queen Herbie. No, not Queen Herbie. I've been to Snow the Products concert. I've been to We Came as Romans. I've been to Paramore. And those are my favorite fucking bands. Like, those are my top favorite. I've known them longer than Stray Kids' top favorite. And I've never made
Paramore is your
Paramore's my baby. I never made no fucking freebies for nobody. I wasn't making friendship bracelets. I wasn't making nothing for nobody. I was
no, you
getting in
never,
my seat,
never.
minding my business. When I went to Warped Tour, I wasn't making shit for people. And
Nope.
I saw tons of bands, Simple Plan, Sum 41. They were all at these fucking Warped Tour things. And I never, ever made any fucking thing for
No,
anybody.
you never did that.
And now these little motherfuckers got me making freebies for people, got me meeting strangers and getting out of my comfort zone and just flipping out over our love for these boys, like over our love for the music. And I don't know, I think it's great.
Didn't
I
you
talk a
get, you got
lot
some
about
free
them.
tickets from
Jesus.
something?
Oh, yeah, so they actually had a movie in the theaters of their concert, but it was in SoFi. So in California, they actually filmed the concert. So they ended up playing the concert in the movie theaters, I guess for people who didn't get to go to the concert. But bitch, I went and then I saw the movie because there was a stay who is on a group that I follow. She was like, "Hey, I have free tickets, does anyone want my ticket, because I'm not going, I can't go." So I was like, "Hey girl, do you want like a freebie, do you want money, like what do you want?" And she was like, "No, I just want to know that somebody was able to take the ticket." And I got free fucking tickets to go see it, even though I saw them in
That's so cool.
person. It was, I literally got to sit in the movie theater and tear up a little bit on the parts that I was bawling my eyes out. Like, because seeing it in person, like Stray Kids, they put it out there that they are very supportive of the LGBT community. There's a song called Ceremony where no, I'm lying. Cinema, sorry. There's a song called Cinema by Sungmin and Lino. And at the end, when they throw out confetti, it's the pride flag and then the trans flag, and it bursts out. And it's just the most beautiful thing. And you see them singing to you, and the whole entire stadium, 50,000 people are in the stadium, and you got your little fucking light thing, and
Protect
it's
the
lit
dog.
up. It's lit up, and you're just like, it's like nothing else. I can't even explain it. It's like seeing all of the fucking confetti fly around you, and everybody is singing to this song, and the song is so heartfelt and meaningful. And then at the end, they're like, "You're part of us. You're part of our cinema." And then they played our names on the back of the fucking thing, just to let you know, like, you're part of us. Like, just because you love Stray Kids doesn't mean that Stray Kids isn't a part of you. And then you want to talk about something fucking cool. So I submitted a video of myself saying how much I love Stray Kids, and they played it in front of the guys. And it was there, and there's a picture of Ian smiling, like, of on the video of me like talking and being like, "I love you guys. You guys saved my life. Like, thank you." And Nora's in the fucking background, of course.
She's the star.
But like, it was knowing that, I mean, of course they saw other people, but knowing that the guys saw me.
Especially because I know that this concert came, like the opportunity of the concert came when it wasn't really like a good time for you. And I remember even a few times you, like, I was like the one that I remember being like, "Girl, it don't matter if you have to go by yourself. You go to this concert because one, you've worked hard. Two, you're going through this shit. Three, this, like, you want to see them in person." Like, I know how much it meant to you by that point, because you're like you said, you're the out of your friend group, really, you're the only one. Like, I'll listen to them with you, but like, I don't go looking for them myself.
Yeah, you're not gonna
If I
pay.
obviously had lived near you at the time, I probably would have went with you if we had the availability for it, just to experience it with you. But I
I
also
paid
know
so
that,
much money. I paid $375 for those tickets. I don't think anybody in their
but
right mind would have done that.
but well, fans to pay more than that for other concerts.
Well, what
But
pissed me off
you
is that
also love, like I said, they bring you joy, and they also helped you keep going through your hard parts. So
what really pissed me off though is that I paid, I think it was like 325, and then with all the fees and everything, it came to something else. But I didn't sign up for the VIP pre-sale. I only signed up for the artist pre-sale, and the
right.
VIP tickets to get into pit and to get right next to them was literally $400. So I would have only spent $75 more on a ticket, and I would have been in front of them, and I didn't know. So like, next time they go on fucking on tour, I'm going in the pits. Like, I will be in there. I will be in the pits, because that's how I've always done concerts. Like, I even got like just randomly in drawers just pictures of them. There's a problem.
It's not.
You
It's the
should have seen.
happiness.
I wish that I had my old, I don't know if I threw it away, but I had my old planner literally had pictures of them on their birthdays. Like if it was their birthday month, it would have
That's so
pictures
cute.
of them
I
on
love
their birthday
that.
months.
Be a fan. Be all in. I'm pretty sure. I think Queen Herbie's one who said things like that. When you love something, like just love it all together. Just go all in. All right, Bud-ettes, and that is it for tonight's episode about learning about Madame Red, which I also had a great time with that because I love my bitch. So this is Blazing Dragon saying good night, Bud-ettes.
Good night.